In this video, I'm going to review Skyrim Anniversary Edition and answer the question, is it worth your time and money? I've spent about 20 hours playing through all of the new content, including quests, survival mode, and of course, fishing. I'll be keeping this video relatively spoiler-free except for some basic plot setups. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you're getting yourself into if you decide to buy Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Keep watching to see it all. What's up everyone? Big Dan here. I make videos about RPGs like Skyrim and Mass Effect. I explore hidden dialogue, rare scenes, lore videos, and guides. So if you want to see more RPG content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Without further ado, let's dive right in. So you're thinking about buying Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Todd Howard has really roped us in to buy another upgrade, eh? But what's actually included in Skyrim Anniversary Edition, you might be asking? Well, there are actually two versions of Anniversary Edition. One is a free update that was released to everyone who already owns Skyrim Special Edition. This includes the brand new survival mode, fishing, as well as the Saints and Seducers and rare Curios expansion packs. Again, this update is completely free for everyone who already has a copy of Skyrim Special Edition. But the full version of Anniversary Edition includes even more content, you just gotta pay for it. If you already own Skyrim Special Edition, then the full upgrade costs $20 US. If you don't own Special Edition and are buying the entire game, then it is $50 US. The paid version of Anniversary Edition includes all the content I mentioned earlier, in addition to bundling all Creation Club content for Skyrim and two brand new quest lines, Ghosts of the Tribunal and The Cause. So with the full version, you'll get access to a bunch of new gear, some small side quests, and two full quest lines focusing on story elements that tie into Morrowind and Oblivion. So let's break this down piece by piece, starting with the two brand new quest lines. Ghosts of the Tribunal is the largest new quest line in Skyrim Anniversary Edition. It focuses on the Tribunal religion that was featured prominently in Morrowind. You begin the quest by reading the Heretic Dossier in the basement of Ravenrock Temple in Solstheim. I don't want to spoil the plot for you, but I will say I had a lot of fun playing through this quest line. There were a few new locations to explore on Solstheim, a couple of surprisingly challenging puzzles, and even some light social stealth as I infiltrated one of the groups involved in the quest. This questline took me about 3 hours to complete, making it the biggest chunk of new content in Anniversary Edition. The second new questline is called The Cause, and it focuses on the Mythic Dawn and their role in Skyrim after the Oblivion Crisis. This one took me about an hour to complete, so it's not particularly long or in-depth. Most of the story is told through journals and letters, which was kind of disappointing compared to Ghosts of the Tribunal, which had at least a bit of fresh voice acting. But I had a blast delving into familiar environments from Oblivion, like Alien Ruins, and even one of these. This hit my nostalgia feels hard because Oblivion is one of my top two favorite games from my youth, with the other being Final Fantasy VII. The best part of this questline is the two Daedric weapons you acquire. I particularly like Torment, this dope sword with Daedric engraving. Also, you get a really cool Daedric horse that you can summon in Tamriel. Overall, I really enjoyed The Cause. Saints and Seducers is included in the free update of Anniversary Edition, and it was originally released in 2019 as Creation Club content. You start this quest by speaking to Rasad, the Khajiit merchant who can often be found hanging outside of Whiterun. You'll be taking on some bandit groups during this brief quest, which offers some sick-looking armor sets from the Shivering Isles DLC in Oblivion. I completed this mission in under 45 minutes, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Aside from these quest lines, there are a bunch of additional one-off quests. I'm not going to go into detail on every single one of them, but playing through all of the content will likely take you 3 to 5 hours. You'll end up with a few new houses, the Mask of the Grey Fox, and a bunch of new gear as well. During one quest, you'll even acquire your own farm, which has some light settlement building mechanics. It's nothing super special. You can plant your own crops or alchemical ingredients and create a steady supply for yourself. You hire some farmhands, get some livestock, and collect profits from your farm overseer. I put Faendal in charge of day-to-day operations. Once you set everything up, there's really not much to it, other than collecting gold and ingredients from time to time. So let's talk about fishing. If you're familiar with the fishing mechanics in Red Dead Redemption 2 and Far Cry 5, well, This is nothing like that. The fishing minigame is incredibly basic. The screen is static when you start fishing and you can't move the camera around at all, nor do you need to. You basically just cast your line and press the activate button once you get a bite. Super sophisticated stuff. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about fishing, so let's talk about survival mode. This is a new game mode that introduces some interesting restrictions and mechanics. You must regularly eat, sleep, and stay warm. Hunger drains stamina, lack of sleep drains magicka, and getting cold drains your health. You can only level up when sleeping in a bed, kind of like Oblivion. Your carry weight is severely limited, and you cannot fast travel. I spent about 10 hours playing on survival mode, and while I initially enjoyed my time with it, the no fast travel part is really the Achilles heel of survival mode for me. The map of Skyrim is too large and the quests are designed around the expectation that players can fast travel. You will get sent to the far reaches of the map for a quest objective, only to have to go back to the quest giver later. The constant traveling across the map just made the game really boring for me. There's nothing to do other than fend off wolf attacks and slaughter the occasional drunk. After climbing the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar multiple times, I just couldn't do it anymore. Survival mode is an interesting concept in theory, but ends up being pretty boring in practice because most of your time is just spent traveling from point A to point B. So at the end of the day, is Skyrim Anniversary Edition worth your time and money? For time, it's a definite yes. I had a great time playing through all this new content, and it was exciting to actually play through some new quests in Skyrim and not know what's going to happen. This is something I haven't felt with this game for a long time. But is Anniversary Edition worth the money? I'm kind of on the fence with that one. For $20, you don't really get that much new content, especially when you compare this to something like, say, the Dragonborn DLC or the Far Harbor DLC from Fallout 4. You can complete all the new quests and gear hauls in about 10 hours, maybe even less than that. And you can spend a lot of time playing survival mode, but I imagine most players will eventually get bored with it like I did. If you force me to choose, I would say it's worth the $20 personally. Like I said, I had a lot of fun playing through this content, but if 10 hours of new content doesn't really justify a $20 price tag for you, then maybe wait for a sale or just try out the free upgrade. I also want to give a quick note on the mod situation before I wrap up this video. Apparently, the upgrades that are a part of Skyrim Anniversary Edition will break some existing mods for the game. I did not have any mods installed when I upgraded to Anniversary Edition, so I'm not sure at this time which mods still work and which ones will need a compatibility update of some kind. If you're heavy into Skyrim modding, it's worth investigating the Nexus forums to see which ones have been broken by this new update. Just be aware of the mod situation before diving into Anniversary Edition without a parachute. So there you have it, my review of Skyrim Anniversary Edition. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Skyrim and RPG videos. I also live stream right here on this YouTube channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see me playing Skyrim or other RPGs live, come check that out. Also, shout out to all my channel members for supporting my content. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.
Do something. What are you doing? Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.